Paramount just showed us 20 minutes of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, and I need to tell you all about it. Hey guys, I'm Sean O'Connell, the managing editor at CinemaBlend in Las Vegas for CinemaCon 2023, where Paramount showed off 20 minutes of the upcoming film Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, they wanted to emphasize that this was not the opening of the film. It's basically an action sequence that's dropped somewhere in the middle of it. And you can tell by the way that the events played out that we're catching up with Hayley Atwell's character, Grace, and Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt as they are meeting for the very first time. The reason why Paramount brought it is because it's a spectacular, nearly 20-minute action set piece that's set around Rome, that's an assortment of car chases and stunts that you would expect to see out of the Mission Impossible franchise. And while it might not be quite as death-defying as the thing that you can see going on behind me, where Tom Cruise is basically base jumping off of a mountain, it's shot so spectacularly because McHugh knows exactly how to stage an action set piece. You've seen it teased a little bit in the trailers. It's a shot of Cruise and Hayley Atwell driving around in that yellow Fiat. But before that, they're actually in a black Italian sports car that has had its doors ripped off. But right before that, they start to escape from all these different groups that are chasing after him, where she's in a police car and he's on a police motorcycle. It's very, very similar to what you saw in Mission Impossible Fallout, where Cruise was racing around Paris to get away from different authorities, but staged in a much grander scale because of the way that Rome is structured and the way that they maneuver around tourists and restaurants and landmarks and go up and down stairs in the Fiat. It was really mind-blowing to see how far they were able to go in it, because there's even one more twist that's part of this action set piece that makes it stand apart from all of the other Mission Impossible ones. And that's the fact that halfway through the car chase, Tom Cruise and Hayley Atwell end up getting handcuffed to each other. And the way that they are positioned means that she has to be the driver, even though she's not good at driving while they're trying to escape. So Ethan is trying to help her maneuver the cars as they're spinning around. They eventually figure out a way to switch places, but that means that their arms are crisscrossed, and he's trying to drive while their arms are interlocked, and the two of them are maneuvering the handcuffing. It's tough to describe, but when you see it played out, it's really remarkable the way that they do the physics of it all and the way that they play with the limitations and the struggles of how they would do this in an actual car chase. We expect to see Christopher McQuarrie kind of up the ante in these different Mission Impossible movies, which becomes harder and harder when you think about all the things that Cruise has done. But this car chase is a true standout from the franchise, and I cannot wait to see how it fits into the overall action of the film. The footage that they showed us transitioned into a longer trailer, and we got to see a lot of sequences that were taking place on a train, in a nightclub. We got to see more action with Rebecca Ferguson. There's a shot that's happening of Ethan in the desert where he's riding a horse almost into a sandstorm away from other people on horses. And I don't know why Ethan Hunt would be in the desert of all places, but then eventually we're going to get to him on the motorcycle riding off of the mountain, and I think base jumping onto that train that we talked about earlier. So there's plenty more to come when Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 hits theaters. And really, I want to see what the end shot is going to be. Like, what is the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers in a franchise that hangs its hat on impossible stunt sequences? I can't wait to see how they end this one and keep us waiting for Dead Reckoning Part 2.